皆さんこんにちは、ゆかりです。皆さん、カナダ英語とアメリカの英語一緒だと思ってませんか？実はカナダとアメリカの英語ちょっと違ったりするところもあります。ということで今日はアメリカ英語とカナダ英語の違いについて皆さんにご紹介していきたいなと思います。実はスチューさんはカナダ人ではないんです。フェイクケネディアン。
Fake Canadian. That's true.
What's your nationality?
I'm British.
はい、スチューさん実はブリティッシュなんです。イギリス人なんで
Yes,
すね。
I'm English, yeah.
But how long did you live in England?
Only until I was 12.
So you moved to a different country?
Yeah, I moved to Bermuda when I was 12, which is an island in the Atlantic Ocean,
And then you came to Canada?
when I was 16.
16. So you've been living here almost 20 years right now, right?
No.
Almost! Almost!
Next question. How old is Tucson?
Like almost.
Almost 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, almost 20 years. So he's
18 years.
almost Canadian, but fake Canadian.
Fake. Yeah.
So we want to talk about like the differences between Canadian English, American English, and British English.
Right.
Okay. So spelling もね違うんですよね。So like the Canadian spelling of the English language combines British and American. So some words are same as American English, some are same as British English.
So there are some differences in the way that certain words are spelled between American English and Canadian English and UK English. One example would be the word color, which in Canadian and British English uses a U. Another example would be the word center. So instead of an ER at the end of the word, it's RE at the end of the word. No difference there. Words that have Z's in them sometimes are spelled with S's instead of the Z. So like the word realize can have a Z instead of an S. The word traveling, which in UK English has two L's, and in American English has one L only. Canadian English uses the UK version, so two L's for that word. The word grey is another example. Americans use an A instead of an E, and UK and Canada uses E for that word. Final example is the word check. In the US, you spell it C-H-E-C-K, and in the UK it's C-H-E-Q-U-E. So quite different for that word. That's probably the biggest one.
So like American English and Canadian English, we use different spelling, and also sometimes we use the totally different words, vocabularies.
Yeah.
We will introduce some words like differences between Canadian English, American English, and British English because he's British. There are a lot of examples. So
Yeah, these are just a few examples. And it's important to remember too that sometimes the Canadian and British words are the same, and sometimes the American and Canadian words are the same. Sometimes they're all different, sometimes they're all the same. So it's just worthwhile to remember that there may be a difference, there might not be a difference. But yeah.
So first one, sneaker. 運動靴Sneakers.
Sneakers, yeah.
So American English is sneakers,
Yeah.
and then Canadian is,
Runners.
and British.
Trainers.
Okay, the next, the knit hat.
Nito hatto. Like neat as in like
Knit,
Ah,
right?
knitted.
Knit.
Nito hat. I see.
Knit hat.
Knitted hat.
American English is beanies.
A beanie.
Beanies.
It's a beanie.
Beanie.
Yeah, it's a beanie.
Beanie. And in Canadian,
The toque.
and British,
A woolly hat.
woolly.
Or a knitted hat. Yeah.
Knitted hat. Oh, no. Okay. The American English, restroom or bathroom. Canadian English,
Washroom.
and British,
Toilet.
So-
Or loo. Just loo.
loo.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
only baby word. Loo.
Oh, no. That's a normal
Oh.
British English word. People say, oh, where's the loo?
Oh.
Yeah.
But here in Canada, like in the house, we say bathroom because there is a bathtub and shower with a toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
So we say bathroom, right?
Yep.
In the house. But outside, like restaurant or like where? Like shopping mall, we say washroom.
Where's the washroom? Yeah, the washrooms.
So the letter Z. Americans said Z, and Canadians said
Z.
and British.
Z.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Canadians said Z.
Z. When I came to Canada, I started hearing people say Z, like American people or on TV or in movies and things like that. And I was like, sounds so strange.
like Australian people say like H.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. It's a
Sounds
really strange sound to my ear. You know?
Yeah. Okay. The American people say soda about 炭酸飲料
Like Coke or Sprite or
soda, and Canadians say
pop.
and British
Usually fizzy drinks.
fizzy drink.
Yeah. Sometimes the Canadian version can be either the UK word or the American
okay.
word.
So American people say check about the how do you explain?
When you want to pay for your meal.
請求書? 請求書?
Yeah, at the end, after you finish at a restaurant.
Canadians say
Check
or bill,
or bill.
and British say
Just bill.
okay.
Yeah.
And then 消防署, American people say firehouse or fire station. In Canada,
A fire hall.
fire hall.
Fire hall. But I think American people sometimes say fire hall as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. British?
Just fire station. Like,
Fire
Yeah, definitely just fire station. So there's some other ones between American English and Canadian English. So the third season of the year
Fall.
is in American English and also Canadian.
Autumn.
So it's interesting. So in Canada, you would say fall or autumn.
Oh.
But UK English is just autumn. Yeah. This is actually quite important for you. Line up or queue up.
Queue up.
Yeah, so this is the queue is a Canadian British word. So it's used in both Canadian English and British English. So you can say queue. Where's the queue? Or in American English, it's where's the line? You know when you...
I think people say line here as well.
Yeah, but people also say queue. Definitely. And American cheese,
What is American cheese?
like fake cheese. Like
Fake cheese.
this is also something that like I had to learn about when I came to Canada. Because you can buy like cheese in a plastic like wrap. Because it's made to be the same size as a piece of bread. And it's called American cheese in the United States, but in Canada we call it processed cheese. So the thing you put on your back to carry your books
Backpack?
in the United States is a backpack. It can also be called a knapsack.
Knapsack.
Knapsack here. Or in the UK it can be called a rucksack.
Rucksack.
Ruck.
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 R.
Yeah.
Rucksack. So
Rucksack.
even any like backpack.
Yeah.
In Japan we say knapsack for certain like backpack. Like this kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a really thin string.
That's called a tote bag.
This is knapsack in Japan.
A knapsack. Yeah, no, if you call that a knapsack in Canada, they'd look at you kind of strange.
Like proper backpack is knapsack here.
Yeah, it can be.
Any backpack.
Yeah,
is.
but in the UK, a rucksack means like a big one. Well, this is the difficult thing because it's quite flexible. You know, like some people will call different things different words. It's difficult. I don't use those bags, so I have no idea. But I just use the word backpack. It seems to me like the best word for it, backpack, because it's a bag you wear on your back. So like workout pants, workout trousers, that you wear. In America are called track pants.
Track pants.
Track pants. And in Canada they're called sweatpants. United States. Yeah.
ジャージね。ジャージ。
So one of the other ones that's kind of like in Canada it can be both is downtown.
Downtown.
Like this is an interesting one to me because like if you see signs for a downtown area, meaning like the busiest part of a city, signs for that area in Canada will often say city center. But when we're talking, we'll say downtown.
Where does say city center? There is a station name, city center.
And like signposts. So if you were driving and you were trying to find downtown, don't look for downtown signs. Look for Vancouver city center signs. Yeah, that's often what you see. Yeah. Whereas in the United States, it will always be called downtown. It'll always be a district. I shouldn't say always, because maybe not.
So like proper Canadian English is quite British.
Yeah, the way I think about it is that often signposts or like books, spelling, writing, things around universities, things that have some kind of like big history or a connection to the United Kingdom, like the schooling system, will utilize more British English. But just regular language, talking, more casual conversation usually uses more American English because that's where we get all our television from, music, culture. So it kind of makes sense, right?
Because people don't care about what is American English, Canadian English.
No,
so much.
Yeah, it's like any country in the world, the language will change depending on different areas. In some places, like England, there's huge differences. Only accents only in like in a small space. Even just a couple hours of driving, you can get a different style of English and different words. I mean, the difference between Scottish English and Southern England English is it could be a different language. Really, yeah.
But in Canada, so you lived near Toronto, Ontario area before for a long time.
Yeah.
So do you think like east side and west side they speak different? They use different accents?
Yeah, there is a really small difference, but there is a difference. There is a different sound there. The difference between East Coast Canadian, in the Maritimes or in Newfoundland or like the islands that are on the very east coast of Canada, they speak quite differently to Ontario and Central Canada, and different to. I mean, the difference between the English spoken in Toronto and the English spoken in Vancouver is not very big. But there is just a tiny little difference. Just a little bit of a difference. Especially if you're a younger person with using sort of slang English or that kind of thing. There'd be some differences for sure. Yeah. And of course, I mean, the United States, the difference between the way that people sound in California and the way that people sound in Texas and the way that people sound in New York.
It must be so different.
They're really different, really different. Yeah. In southern United States, they have a very different sound. So, I mean, that's accent though, not word differences. It's a little bit different. But, yeah. Now, the thing to remember with all this is that, I mean, this is just a small list. There's so many differences. So it's impossible for you to try and memorize.
You don't need to memorize, but just you can know like as information.
Yeah, exactly. Be aware.
Yeah. Just...
Sometimes there's differences, and maybe if you go into an American restaurant and ask for, "Can I have the bill, please?" The server might say,
"Where are you from?"
Where? Huh? Yeah. They probably know what you mean, but it's just little differences.
はい、ということで、今回はカナダの英語とアメリカの英語、そしてイギリスの英語の違いについてお話をさせていただきました。また次回ですね、カナダ特有の言葉っていうのが結構いろいろあって、カナダ特有の単語がもっともっとたくさんあるので、それも紹介できたらなと思ってます。今回のビデオがもし楽しんでもらえて、もっともっとカナダ特有の単語が聞きたいと思ってもらったら、いいねとチャンネル登録もお願いします。ということで、また次回お会いしましょう。バイバーイ。